everyone, and welcome back to our last activity today of life skills. Today we're going to be talking about indoor safety signs. So we're going to learn about 30 indoor safety signs. So first, I'm just going to introduce the 10 indoor safety signs that we're going to be learning about to set us up for our activity and worksheet for tomorrow. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to say each of the indoor safety signs. As I say them, you'll repeat back after me, and I will talk about where you might see some of these indoor safety signs. So as I say each one, you will repeat back after me. Elevator, escalator, exit, fire extinguisher, first aid, accessible, automatic door, closed, do not touch, ask for restroom key. So those are the safety signs, indoor safety signs we are going to be working with today, and then completing an activity and worksheet tomorrow with these same. So I'm going to start off with the elevator. And an elevator, an indoor safety sign where you might see an elevator is we have one at school. And some of you actually use the elevator to get you up to the first floor where we have gym, or even to the third floor where we go to library for some special events. Elevators are also when you go to the malls or even doctor's offices, depending on if your doctor's office might be on the second floor or third floor, you might want to take an elevator there. An escalator. Most likely you might see an escalator at the mall to get you from one floor to the other, and also coming down from one floor to the other. Exit signs. They're posted at schools, at restaurants, at the mall, at your doctor's office. Just indicating at the movie theater. I know some of you also go to the movie theater to see movies. Indicating where a safe place is to leave and enter the building that you are in. The fire extinguisher. We have one at school that is in a hallway that we see. Fire extinguishers are everywhere. Doctor's office, the mall, a restaurant. Basically, any place that you enter should have a fire extinguisher in case of an emergency. And you might even have one in your home or in your apartment complex if you live in one, just in case a fire was to ever break out. You can put it out quickly or try to contain it before the firemen come and help you. First aid. So we've seen signs for our first aid in our nurse's office at school. They're also out a lot into the community. A first aid kit could also be found at a restaurant. It could also be found at the mall or a park or at the zoo or any place that you may go that in case of an emergency, you're able to go and receive some help there. Something that is accessible. That means that most likely you might see this like a wheelchair accessible, so like a ramp or a ramp entering into a hospital, into a doctor's office, into a building, at a park. There's different types of accessibility available depending on where you go in the community. An automatic door. So sometimes when I see the automatic doors, I definitely see them mostly when I go to the doctor's office. The doors just open right in front of you. Even if you go to like CVS or the market, they have the automatic doors that you don't have to push or pull. You just walk and they open up right in front of you. Even some restaurants have them as well. The close sign. A lot of businesses right now all have a close sign, meaning that they are not open. So stores that aren't open, maybe some markets aren't open. The mall is not open. So it's just indicating that that particular place of business is closed at that time. The do not touch sign. So sometimes you might see those around furniture that is fragile or easy to break, or any object that it's easier to break. It means that they just don't want people touching it because it can break easily. It might cause harm to you. Sometimes do not touch, especially on hot surfaces. You don't want to touch something that's hot that can cause you to get burned. And then asking for the restroom key. So some places maybe that you go. I know sometimes gas stations might do this, or maybe a market. If you have to use the restroom, you need to ask for the key to get in there because it's locked. So without the key, you won't be able to access the restroom. So these are just some of indoor safety signs that we're going to be working with. We're going to be looking tomorrow at a picture. So what we're going to be doing is we introduce the words today. Tomorrow we're going to be matching the word to the picture in our worksheet. So I wanted to introduce these words to you first. Just to close out our lesson, I want to go through each of the words again, and as I say them, you will repeat back. So starting with elevator, escalator, exit, fire extinguisher, first aid, accessible, automatic door, closed, do not touch, and the last one, ask for restroom key. So tomorrow again we'll be revisiting these words and helping us to complete our worksheet and activity for life skills. You can end today by watching CNN Student News, which the link will be posted into a Google Classroom. And then I will see you all back for Wednesday for our day 2 of learning. Have a great day, everyone.